Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. High school football from where you live.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Ross Bolin. I'm Rob Hughes, and we begin tonight's show with the Class 2A semi-state showdown in Bomber Country between Rensselaer Central and Central Catholic.
A game we've all been looking forward to for a long time, since week 8 of the regular season when Rensselaer ended CC's 22 Hoosier Conference winning streak. The Bombers won that game 9-0. The Knights and Bombers shaking hands before the game. The Bombers amped up before kickoff. No score in the first quarter. Bomber QB Dylan Wright runs the zone read. He elects to keep it. The senior goes up the gut and is off to the races. 57 yards later, it's 7-0 Bombers. Later in the half, Rensselaer by the goal line. It's Wright again. The QB legs are churning all the way into the end zone. 14-0 Bombers. Avery Denhart back to pass moments later. He launches it deep, but it's picked off by Jake Steinke. Rensselaer takes a 14-0 lead into the half. CC's first play from scrimmage in the second half. Jackson Anthrop sheds a few tackles, and he takes it down the sideline. The Knights score on a 57-yarder of their own, 14-7, and we've got a ball game. Back to Rensselaer. Wright dumps it off to Ab Kiger, and the ball squirts loose. The Knights recover the ball in Bomber territory, but they fail to capitalize. Later in the third, the Bombers at the goal line, they elect for the field goal. Rensselaer takes a 17-7 lead. Desperation time. Denhart hooks up with Luke Fusick for the touchdown with under a minute to play. CC has to kick the onside kick. The ball bounces right to Austin Fleming, who pounces on it. Rensselaer wins 17-14, and if you're a Bomber fan, that score is sweeter than a pastry from Daryl's Bakery. The locals know what I'm talking about. Sports 18's Ruben Juarez caught up with the Bombers afterwards.
It's surreal. It still hasn't set in yet. I'm so proud of these kids. I'm happy for our community. I mean, this is something that we really wanted. So,
how big was it for you guys to get out to that lead out first and to have the crowd going and to kind of stop on them throughout?
I think it was huge. I think we wanted to get our crowd into it right from the get-go. I thought we did a nice job in the line of scrimmage, get our offense going, which struggled in the first half the first time we played them. And I thought our offense set the tone in the first half.
It feels great just to finally succeed our goal and just get there. It's the best feeling in the world.
Bombers heading to Lucas Oil. In Class 1A, the Pioneer Panthers hosting South Adams. The Panthers' last semi-state appearance ended badly, a loss in 2002. First Panther possession, third and short, quarterback Sam Kaiser converts it himself. Panthers take an early 21-0 lead. Second quarter, Starfire QB Derek Warner fumbles it, picks it up and lofts it to Isaiah Amstutz.
He got it drawn up.
Yeah, it was a crazy play. Puts the Starfires on the board. Next possession for Pioneer. On 4th and 3, the Panthers fake a punt. Sam Kaiser runs it for a first down and then some before getting upended well into the red zone. Everything going Pioneer's way at that point, but they were just getting started. That play would set up this. A Justin Mersch power run for the TD just before the half. The extra point would make it 28-7 Panthers at the break. In the second half, it was the same story. This time, Nick Price gets the call. And with great blocking, bulls his way to the 5-yard line, setting up a first and goal. The Pioneer Panthers head to the state finals after extinguishing the Starfires by a final of 62-7. From football to basketball, coming up after the break, we head indoors where several girls basketball teams were in action.
We'll be making stops at McCutcheon and Delphi. The Frenzy will be right back. Welcome back to the Frenzy. We move indoors where the JNC Hoops Classic continues tonight with semifinal action. Game 1, West Lafayette versus Benton Central.
Last time these two teams met, the Bison ended the Red Devils season in the sectional semifinals. So needless to say, RDP looking for a little payback in this one. But it was Benton Central that was putting the pressure on early. The Bison get the steal. They head the other way. Madison Tolan at the other end. The easy bucket for a 10-point BC lead. Later, Tolan in the corner looking for a teammate. Bailey Goodman comes open right next to her. The friendly bounce for the free ball. Right down and in. The Bison beginning to pull away. Westside trying to hang in there. Kylie Martin, a freshman, one of the few buckets for the Red Devils in the second half, takes it all the way to the rack. Coach Schott urging her team on. But the Bison too strong for RDP tonight. Another turnover. Ebony Payne finds Goodman for the lay-in.
Nice pass.
Benton Central will go on to win 42-24. Head coach David Baxter will join us in studio later in the show. In the second game, the McCutcheon Mavericks, and it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Harrison Raiders facing off. Always intense when these two get together, right, Ross?
Absolutely.
Kirsten Lowry dribbling right, pull-up jumper, nothing but net. Mavs take the early lead. Moments later, McCutcheon working the ball around to Gabby Gary. She takes a sidestep, drills a triple. Mavs in full control from the start. Tough going for Harrison on the offensive end. The Mavs pressing, but the Raiders take advantage here. Courtney Jacobson finds Erica Rosenboom underneath for two. McCutcheon's Jeff Kanoy not worried, and this is why. Senior point guard Lowry firing dimes like this
Laser
one.
beam.
Absolute laser to Kiana Fields. Mavs bum rush Harrison in this one. The Raiders not able to climb out of the hole. Gary again wide open from deep. She'll knock that down all day long. McCutcheon coast 56-42 is the final.
Now it's my turn. The Indiana Kitchen Classic also taking place tonight. Game 1 at Delphi. North White versus Carroll. Cougars moving the ball, and it leads to a good look for Megan Miller, who lays it in off the window. 46-22 Carroll at that point. At the other end, North White not as productive when it comes to ball movement, but they get a good look at the rim. It's good, and North White is cutting into the lead. More from the Cougars. Libby Eller finds Carly Kingery, who lets it fly from the top of the key. Nothing but net from her. Moments later, Kingery decides to attack the rim. Check out the nifty up and under. Nicely done. Carroll pouring it on, and Macy Willoughby shows off the floater. It was all Carroll in this one. The Cougars want to win 62-37. In Game 2, the Delphi Oracles were in action against Clinton Central. This is the kind of offense Dan Dawson likes to see. Every single Oracle touches it, and it leads to a layup for Micah Roth. 5-0 Delphi. As for Clinton Central, things get a little helter-skelter, but I think the Bulldogs will take it. Caitlin Bradley lets it fly from deep. It's good. Long night for the Dogs, though. Delphi on the run. Swing it. The ball finds Bailey Gosser in the corner. She doesn't get the shooter's roll, but the Oracles crash the glass and get the follow to go. Delphi led 16-5 after one. First play, second quarter. Clinton Central can't take the pressure. Delphi forces the turnover in traffic, gets the three-pointer to go it the other way. The championship is set. Delphi and Carroll will meet in the Indiana Kitchen Classic Finals. Let's review. Rensselaer and Pioneer advanced to the state finals, and the girls' basketball season is just getting started.
Right, Benton Central girls basketball coach David.
Where you live.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy, making his first appearance on our show this season, Benton Central girls basketball coach David Baxter.
Coach, congratulations.
Welcome, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Good win tonight, obviously. It seems like you kind of had the Red Devils number lately. Is that true?
We've been pretty successful here of late, but I tell you what, it's always a battle. Jane, Coach Schott, does a terrific job getting her kids prepared, and tonight was a perfect example, a defensive battle. Both teams played extremely hard, and it was just tough to find open looks tonight.
Mm-hmm. You talk about tough. This game and the last time you faced West Lafayette, tough games, defensive kind of games. We call it ugly.
Yeah.
You call it defense.
It's a defensive battle. If you enjoy defensive basketball, you love the way both teams prepared and played tonight. Physical game. Both teams know each other's plays inside and out, and it's a big rivalry also being, Hoosier Conference foes.
What about the offense? Obviously, probably, like you said, it was a defensive battle, and they're obviously a strong defensive team, but against McCutcheon, who can put up points, you'll probably have to play a little stronger offensive game?
Well, as Ross knows, the Mavericks can butter that biscuit pretty well. We're going to have our hands full tomorrow night playing Coach Kanoy's team. They're very well coached as well. They shoot the three ball extremely well. You could see from those highlights earlier tonight. But our girls are excited about the opportunity. We're not out here to be two-time defending champions.
Mm-hmm.
Our talk all season has been, let's go win that.
I knew you were going to fit that in somehow, buttering the biscuit. Let's talk about the back-to-back J&C Hoops Classic champions. You've had a good run in this tournament. What is it about your program?
I think it's the athletes. They work hard in the off-season. They put in the time. They're coachable. They listen well. And they just want to go out and perform and keep the tradition of Benton Central girls basketball strong.
You guys obviously have a ton of size. McCutcheon will probably be the biggest team you guys face, one of the biggest you face. What are you guys going to have to do to be better than them with your girls in the post?
I think the key to tomorrow night's game is whichever team takes care of the basketball. and rebounds. I think rebounding is going to be huge tomorrow. And as you guys said, McCutcheon's got tremendous size. You know, we've got some great size as well. I expect it to be a very competitive game. Both teams will be prepared, and I know they're looking forward to defending that new home court.
He's got an 81-15 record in
Sounds
his
pretty
fifth
good, right?
year at Benton Central. Head coach David Baxter, thanks for being here.
Hey, I appreciate
Coach,
it, gentlemen. As
Good luck.
always.
Best of luck
Thank
tomorrow
you.
night.
Tomorrow night.
That
you.
just about wraps up tonight's show. For more Frenzy-related features, including bonus highlights from tonight's games, just visit our website, WLFI.com.
We'll have all of your Purdue football coverage tomorrow night on News 18 at 7 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.